AI is ruining our lives. And we need to do something about it. Art is something human by nature. It goes all the way back to the paintings found in cave walls. It has a soul. It has humanity, just like everything else that requires creativity. Take cooking, for example. Do you know what happens when you take the creativity and the humanity out of cooking? Because I can tell you. You will get gray, undefinable slop. As silly as this might seem, this exact thing happened in SpongeBob SquarePants, when they turned the Krabby Patty from a beloved food item into a mysterious slob with questionable origins. This brings us into what AI is doing to creativity, taking the humanity out of it and leaving us with slop. AI slop. The World Economic Forum describes AI slop as low quality, low effort AI generated content. It's usually a quick prompt thrown into a generative AI such as Grok, for example. You can usually find these videos on TikTok and Instagram Reels, but recently they have started to creep into YouTube Shorts as well. I'd say since TikTok is the biggest place for AI slop, we should start there. When talking about what it entails, the WEF also added, from fictitious personal stories to deepfake images of politicians created not only for comedic effect, but to influence voters and the broader public. From what Peter Griffin would look like as a regular human, as a normal person using his real voice and everything, or informative AI slop, what would happen to your body if you didn't shower for a year? Spoiler, you'd fucking stink. On the other hand, you will also get salsa dancing cats. And hey, who doesn't love salsa dancing cats, am I right? But then you will slowly start to realize that there are millions of videos like that. Some accounts even base themselves exclusively off of generative AI content. Like, I'm talking full-on influencers. Not just an AI video here or there. Not these what would happen videos, but actual AI influencers. The biggest example I was able to find is Nia Noir, who exploded on TikTok due to her distinctively dark skin. But the influencer Eduardo Goitia figured out that this is not a real person. It's just AI. Someone took other people's actual videos, threw them in a generative AI, and told it, hey, make that skin really, really dark. You wanna know what pisses me off most about stuff like that? They are making bank by doing nothing. The best they will do is write a quick prompt, throw that into a generative AI, and bam, you have the video. If they're feeling like working really, really hard, they will record the Minecraft gameplay footage for the background, but even that is now starting to get rare. And it's a shame. Because this is not what content creation is. It's not AI, it's not sitting back doing whatever you want. It's figuring out a video, working on it. When you take away that, sure, you get the profits and the results off of it, but where the fuck is the soul in it? But I think we've dwelled on TikTok long enough. Now, it is time that we go into the real world. And bear with me, because this is where it gets really, really shady. As with any sort of technology, AI scams are starting to get more prominent these days. But instead of the Nigerian prince emailing your grandma that he's gonna send her millions of dollars if she only covers the few thousand in legal fees, now people are getting phone calls or even videos of their family and friends claiming that they are in financial distress. The worst part, all of these videos are AI generated. The phone calls are as well. But how do they figure out what your family and friends sound like? Social media, my friends. All of us use it. Everyone has social media by now. And that's a scammer's playing field. All they need to do is look for a video containing you and your friends. They will then take those videos and through AI extract how that voice sounds, put a prompt into an AI, and then have that AI voice read it out loud. This is fucking scary. Because We are going towards a point where you don't know who is real anymore and who is AI. What's also terrifying is that that person on the other line of the phone can cry without losing the realism, even if the person didn't cry in the original video. That's not even the worst part about AI. Let's, for a minute, think back to one of the videos I once uploaded, where I play GTA Online with Canadian Gamer and Captain Shelby. There's one distinct clip in particular. Here it is.
I didn't?
Alright, got it. I'm alright, okay.
Wait for, oh my god.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Here, let me just
Hang
carjack
on.
this police.
There we go. You have
Yo, Canadian, what the fuck? Now, to be fair, I did give consent for that image to be created. But think about it, there are people out there who do not give consent to have an image like that generated. Do you want to know what's so horrifying about that? The AI doesn't care if it's a grown person. But let's talk about that topic later a bit. Let's focus on the non-consensual image generation in general. Because to me, it feels like sexual assault. And you want to know the funniest part? It is. Research has shown that the psychological impacts of those deepfake videos is equal to sexual assault. Think about that for a second. If you are telling Grok, hey, remove her clothes, you are sexually assaulting someone. And with anything that has to do with AI, people will try to excuse it, but there is no excuse for this. It is sexual assault. And I will stand by that. But you want to know the funniest part? When all of our favorite creep Elon Musk was asked about it, you know what he did? Here are your options. Did he A. remove the edit image button completely? B. tell people not to do it? C. both? Or D. did he do fuck all? Joke's on you, it's none of those answers. He took the edit image button and put it behind a paywall. So now, at least you have to pay to commit sexual assault. But hey, then again, if we've all learned anything from the Epstein files, it's that if you have enough money, laws don't fucking matter to you. Now, let's go back to the topic I was talking about earlier. Child pornography that could be created with AI. The horrifying truth is this is actively happening. It is real. People are creating images and videos of children in sexually explicit situations. Do you want to know the worst fucking part about all of that? It is excused with the phrase, "Oh, but it is not a real child, so no one gets hurt. It's a victimless crime." No, you fucking piece of shit, it isn't. The second there is any possibility to excuse anything regarding sexualization of children, you are creating a safe space for pedophiles. Something that should never exist. Something that should cross nobody's mind that this is something we would need. A safe space for those types of people should not exist. But thanks to AI, it fucking does now. You have probably seen a bunch of people online talking about the bubble. Or when will that bubble burst? But what actually is this bubble people are referring to? It's actually rather simple. The bubble refers to a theorized stock market bubble. A great example of that is the house market crisis from 2008. The bubble we mean is a rapid growth in investment into generative AI technology. The bubble itself is a speculation about the concerns that major AI tech firms such as Nvidia or Microsoft or OpenAI were moving money around in a circular investment flow. Some of the biggest companies in this model, Microsoft, have declared to have spent nearly $35 billion in the months between July and September of 2025. That's a fuck ton of money. And due to the fact that these AI companies are still furthering the growth of its generative AI technology, the demand for servers has risen. If the demand for servers rise, so does the need for RAM, leading us into what many people call... Many people are referring to this RAM-pocalypse, but what does it actually mean? Let me tell you. The RAM-pocalypse refers to the fact that tech companies have now started selling their stock of RAM to AI companies instead of their normal consumers. But how does that affect me? Thank you for asking. Easy answer. You want this. This is no longer available. This still is. It is basically the same. It just costs you a fucking kidney. Here's the thing. A few years ago, you could get 16 gigabytes of DDR4 for around $92. Now, for the exact same model of RAM, you pay upwards of $127. Don't even get me started on wanting to buy 16 gigs of DDR5. Because I have looked into it and my wallet started crying. These AI tech firms now also need a lot more storage. So guess what? We're running into a storage shortage. Oh, I only play on PlayStation. That RAM shortage does not affect me. Yes, it does. Here's fucking why. Due to the RAM shortage, the PlayStation 6 has been pushed back. Because the console was originally set to come out next year. Now it's been pushed back to 2029. But hey, you get your video of Jesus eating a kebab with Kim Jong-un. That's fucking worth it, isn't it? AI has created a need for supercomputers. Those supercomputers are in data centers. And to keep it all running smoothly, they need to cool it with water. One data center uses as much water as a town with a population of 10,000 to 50,000 people. That's bad. Really, really fucking bad. But it's gonna get so much worse because the world is projected to run out of drinkable water by 2030. You want to know what's also really great about that? Most data centers do not record their water usage. We are facing a problem that we don't know the size of. It all sounds grim. And to be very fucking honest with you, it is. It is very grim. Running out of drinkable water. Child pornography becoming basically normalized in some people's eyes. This is turning into a fucking dystopia. But there is still hope. People have started fighting back against AI. People have uploaded tutorials on how to uninstall Microsoft Copilot. People are willingly skipping through every single AI-generated video they can find. There was an AI-generated movie that was released. You want to know what it did? It fucking flopped. Because I'm not the only one ranting and raving about this. A lot of people are. People are fucking upset, but we can't do it alone. We can change it. We just have to make sure to not give any money to AI-generated slop. Because we all can make the world spin the other way if we just work together. My name is SAD1stic, and it's been my pleasure to entertain you.